Right, so now we have all the information we need, all the skills we need to be able to have a go at trigonometry questions in real life. But first, a couple of new terms for you. You need to know the term angle of elevation. So this is the angle created going up from the horizontal line. And then angle of depression, an angle going down from the horizontal line. So let's have a go at our first real life example then. Now, there are devices that can measure the angle of elevation, and this time the angle of elevation is 36 degrees, and this person is standing 458 meters away from the Eiffel Tower. Using trigonometry, we can get a very strong estimate of the height of the Eiffel Tower. So we can see we've got a right angle triangle. First step, as before, label. We've got opposite, we've got the adjacent and the hypotenuse. We're not using our hypotenuse, we're left with opposite and adjacent, so we know it's definitely tower. We're calculating the opposite, so cover that, and we've got tan 36 as our angle, times by adjacent, which is 458. Put that into your calculator, you should get 332.76 meters to the nearest two decimal places. So the height of the Eiffel Tower measured with trigonometry is 332.76 meters. Let's have a look at another one then. This time we know that the angle is 28 degrees. This person has let out 76.9 meters of string from his kite, and he wants to know how high up the kite is from the ground. So we're trying to work out the opposite. We have got the hypotenuse this time, and the adjacent is the bit that we have nothing to do with. So O and H we know is so. We're trying to calculate O, so we're going to cover the O. That leaves me with sine 28 times by the hypotenuse, which is 76.9. Put that into your calculator and you get 36.1 meters. 36.1 meters is how high up that kite is from the ground. Another one. This is a very common question and some easy mistakes to avoid. So, 4 meter long ladder. It's my ladder and it's against a wall, leaning against a wall. The angle between the wall and the ladder, and this is where mistakes are made. Make sure you're labeling the correct angle. So the ladder and the wall, this is the angle, and that is 30 degrees. Question 1, how far up the wall is the top of the ladder? So we are trying to measure this height here. How far up the wall is the ladder? We can see that we've got our right angle triangle, and so we're working out, this is the opposite, this is the adjacent. I need to get rid of the H because it confuses with hypotenuse. This is the adjacent, this is the hypotenuse. We are calculating the adjacent. The hypotenuse we know is 4 meters, and the opposite we have nothing. So A and H is K. Into your calculator, cos 30 times by the hypotenuse, which is 4, gives you the answer 3.46. Question B says, what is the distance between the foot of the ladder and the wall? Now, this time we are measuring this length, which is the opposite. So, we need to use hypotenuse. We're working out the opposite. We're not using the adjacent, so that is so. And we're working out the opposite. So sine 30 times by the hypotenuse, which is 4, gives you the answer 2 meters. Make sure you're labeling the correct parts of your diagram. If your diagram is correct, the rest of the question is quite easy. Right, have a go at this question by yourself. Make sure you draw a diagram and you know exactly which angle you are actually trying to work out. So here's my diagram. you can see from there that I've got my right angle triangle here, and my angle of depression is what I want to work out. Now, did you work out this angle as your angle of depression or this angle? Remember, angle of depression is the distance downwards from the horizontal line. So actually, I want to work out this angle, but this angle will help me. 90 degrees, take away the angle of the green part, will give me my answer. So, opposite, adjacent, hypotenuse, not using the hypotenuse, trying to work out the angle. It's TOA, tan to the -1 of 500 divided by 9. That gives me 88.97. This is the angle here. So my angle of depression is 90, take away 88.97. That gives me the answer 1.03 as my angle of depression. And that's everything you need to know for trigonometry in real life. Have a go at the exercise, see how you do.